Hello, my name is Steph. If you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support or inspiration whenever you may find this. The other day we dropped some ink on the scroll, and as promised, we are going to flip it for perspective possibilities, scrying for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. As well, we'll add on some tarot and oracle, and where Mr. Ghosty here is kicking. Beep, beep. There we go. No, where is he? Here, here, here. We have Ghost Tube Seer for any visual inspirations that may arise and further add to our auric adventures. Overall, please do receive a release freely. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. As I'm so grateful for your time, attention, and awareness, and your presence and perspective is powerful. Gratitude. Let's go. All right. As it's already been created, but we'll take a moment to open up. You're welcome to join me, or you can fast forward through, taking a nice deep breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of anyone here at any time, thank you for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. All right. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below, drop an emoji. Any interactions with the channel is appreciated. All right, so I think a member or subscriber just commented it the other day. Interesting. I'm seeing Betty Boop. Like, here's like the lips, the big eyes, and like the rosy cheeks. It's warm up here in my office as well, so I'm fine. It's just warm up here. Okay. There's an hourglass figure in my third eye space. It is opening up. Okay, so you might be working in your third eye realm, or there's a sight coming through. A sight coming through. I feel like it's going to be expressed like, ta-da, but really in a like in a much nicer way. Not so much like ta-da, but it is like this opening. There are swords. You might be working with a specific deity, god, goddess. Her swords are crystal, so it might be more wand inspired. A lot of feminine energy here. This is supporting masculine sight, though, male or female. It's supporting masculine sight of seeing things. Love it in the material way. There is an energy expression. If anyone is working with a specific god, goddess, deity, whatever case that may be, they're looking back at you, so they see you. I don't know if that's validation for someone specifically, but they see you. As you look up, they look down. Strength is coming through in the cave of... sorry, I'm distracted for a moment. There's a conversation happening on top of this mushroom. It's like, which side of the mushroom do I eat to make go bigger or smaller? Very Wonderland feel. Bigger or smaller. Back in the cave of ice. A contest between the most powerful, most terrifying creature alive and a lion. And it's almost like that little tree in there is this little mushroom, but imagine this mushroom is as large as a tree. Okay, so the way this is being presented to me, and this very much so like ancient, but yet I don't know, it just feels like God, goddess, like very, I love the way it's being presented. You have been mindfully walking towards whatever this opening is. There is a seat at some table. I think you're going to be invited to it. I don't know if it's a physical seat, a spiritual seat, a symbolic seat. You will have the opportunity to bring your crystal sword into fruition. The Page of Wands and the Page of Cups coming in the Cave of Winds. You've been wanting this, asking for it, doing work. So here's the thing with the work. That is what has been cultivating this trust. I'm seeing an ice sculpture. Sorry, an ice sculpture. And this decision, like on either side. Okay. Of either side of the mushroom, bigger or smaller. And it's almost like looking up between the two, almost becoming cross-eyed, and you see the center of the crossroad, and this is when this third eye, from your third eye, this being presents itself. Cave of Hearthfires, Seven of Cups, and there's a whole slew under there I'm not taking. That's ridiculous. Okay, so see that right there? Seven of Cups might mean something to you. Please follow that. But what I want to note is, for me in that skull, but this, she's holding the skull again. This might be a really youthful feeling, but you bring in new ideas, new energy. You also gain that with access and with access. The truck, okay, this is from the truck. What was it from before? There's a truck in there somewhere. Yeah, getting grounded and get going towards like this vision board. Okay, it is carrying on to some extent because I gain access, but it's like a third eye trek. There are choices. So it's not like some, like this or that is right or wrong. Bigger or smaller is right or wrong. It's wandering into the limitlessness. And then this whole world, this whole town opens up. Cave of Hearthfires. Oh, that was, sorry. Cave of Rivers. Oy vey, Stephanie. The Two of Pentacles. And behind that is the Knight of Wands. So I'm just going to quickly note, I'm going to jump back over to the OG Scry. Link is below. Yeah, there might have been for some a relationship that you needed to move away from. Whether that relationship was with a person, a house, a town, something along that lines. Something I needed to be removed from and changed. And you've been making the moves to make that change. And please know it's very positive. Even with the Two of Pentacles there. A journey into equilibrium. This is balancing more than you can imagine out, and maybe even that, is this town too big, too small? Is this job, is this position too big, too small for me? That's just a back and forth. That can almost like exercise one into a state of frozenness. You're moving on. You've got big dreams, and I think, yeah, that's going to come out again. The Cave of Hearthfires. Please follow them. Because the change has already been made. Queen of Swords in the Tower. And this is on the earthly space. It's okay. So it is. It's about being unbiased between the large or the small. I think you've been both. And I think you understand the benefits of both. Of being, when is the right time and place to be small. And when is the right time to be large. And fill a house, fill a room. And how do other people interact with you and fill your house, fill your rooms, fill your company. And moving forward in any sort of relationship, for some this is very specifically a town, for some this is mindsets, jobs, it's in every channel really. And it's almost like by escaping, I'm going to use that as escaping something that you just know is not right for you, and having the gall and the balls to move forward to what it is that you want, and looking at your options, opening up the newspaper, looking in your books, things that have inspired you, and you are getting to work, and it's working. I don't know how else to say that. It's working. The change has been made. And now with this being coming forward, it's like, oh, you've made the change. You've taken the first step. You might think you've taken 29,000 steps, but it's almost like that's the 29,000 steps of the mind, is to make that decision to take one footstep. So I'm sure that's not right, mathematically speaking, but hopefully you know what I'm saying. Okay, let's add on some trees. Vulnerability with the cherry tree. 22 days might be important to you. Every spring is a new beginning, bearing a multitude of budding possibilities. Like, there's so much here. There's so, like, it's going to be, if at some point in time, maybe you feel like you weren't able to walk with the spring in your step because it was just being siphoned maybe out by someone or something else, or something that you're interacting with. Accountability fully embraced here. But yeah, the cypress tree, equilibrium. When opportunity is greeted with enthusiasm, success increases naturally. And that's what I feel like I'm talking about over here. Like, when you sense this equilibrium, this whole journey into balance, it's non-competing, or the people that in your company that you keep, you know, and not to say that there isn't times and moments where healthy competition, where everybody knows it's on the same page, and maybe it's to get people out of comfort zones, or to actually converse beyond something, you know what I mean? You know, you would go to those things like team building things, but you've got a whole third eye team from this truck here. But there's one being specifically that she presents herself, and as this energy presents itself to open you up into this whole new world, you take the step. You have to take the step. You're the earthly one, the elm tree, happiness, or the lime tree. Sorry, the lime tree. Put the lime in the coconut. Card number 33. So you have 22, 35, and 33. The lime tree. The intoxication of love will be as strong as the scent of the lime tree's flowers. Happiness. Happiness is yelling bingo. And this is what this change has been all about. For some, when I keep saying escape, and hopefully that's not being taken the wrong way, you've actually like avoided an unnecessary tower moment. For some, this tower moment happens as like you are the fiercity that brings it in, and like zap something into life, like a defibrillator. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. I love this. It does feel happy. I'm gonna let you go. I am so glad you're here. I hope this did inspire, serve, educate, or entertain, and until next time, so much love.